Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday the 13th, day before Valentine's Day. Come have a cup of coffee with me, and we're going to make the broken herringbone pattern together. This is the pattern that I typically will tell my students to try after they've mastered the regular chain stitch blanket. It provides texture to your blanket and some depth. It's a very easy stitch to do. I do it a little bit differently than some of the other videos that I've seen because I like to keep that drop stitch method incorporated into my blanket. You do need an odd number of stitches. I started with 27 stitches here, and I did the dragon hoop method for my first row. I am working today with the color Frost by Bernay. It's Bernay Big Blanket, it's called. You can buy it on Walmart. It's 72 yards. It's $24.99 regular price. It's $14.99 on sale, so for 72 yards. It's really kind of the same thing as if you do the buy one, get one free at Michael's. But the color choices are a little different on Walmart's website. There are some variegated options in that price range also, if you like to use variegated yarn. It's just another option for you to try. And again, that's Bernay Big Blanket Yarn and Walmart. Sometimes it's just nice to sit and have a cup of coffee. So I'm going to move my camera so you can see what I'm doing. And maybe we might just chit chat a little bit. And I'll tell you a little bit more about me. And how I got started in this chunky blanket world. Never expected anything like this to ever happen, but I'm going to ride the wave and go with it, but I'm going to move my camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we have 27 cast on stitches, and I did the dragon hoop method for my first row. So we're going to drop that first stitch like you would normally do in a drop stitch method blanket. You're going to knit this first stitch. All a broken herringbone pattern is a series of knits and twists. That's all it is. But you have to twist in the direction you're moving. So we're going to the right. We're going to be twisting every other loop to the right and knitting every other loop. So we've knitted our first knit, and now the second one we're going to twist to the right. Knit and 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 twist to the right, and all you're doing is picking up your loop and twisting it to the right. That's it. And pulling your working yarn through that. Knit and twist to the right. 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 And your last stitch is going to be a knit because we started with a knit back here. And because I'm doing that drop stitch method, I'm going to pick up my stitch here, knit that last stitch. Then we're going to go back to the left. Every other stitch now is going to be a twist to the left. So we've knitted our first stitch here. Now you're going to twist the next stitch in the left direction and knit and twist, knit, take your loop and just simply twist it to the left and pull your working yarn through. Knit and twist, 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 knit and twist to the left, knit and twist to the left, and you're going to end your pattern on a knit, and you're going to pick up your end stitch because I'm doing a drop stitch method. And this is why I say this out loud because sometimes you'll see, and you won't really see the pattern right away. You have to kind of build up a little bit, and it will be easy to see if you've made a mistake. And if I've made one, which is a very real possibility, like right here, I didn't do my knit. I'll show you how to fix it. So let me do my knit here because I missed it, and we'll just keep going and I'll show you how the pattern builds. And if you've kind of lost track of which way you're twisting, or if you knitted in a place that you should have twisted, or vice versa, it will present itself, but there's a very easy way to fix it without ripping your blanket out. So just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay, so I caught my missed knit over here. So now we're back to the left-hand side of our blanket. Let's take a sip of coffee. And we're going to go back to the right, which means every other twist is to the right. So to begin our pattern, we're going to knit the first stitch, twist to the right, and knit, twist to the right. And now's when you're going to start to be able to see that zigzag pattern take shape. Twist to the right. And also, if you've knitted where you should have twisted, or twisted where you should have knitted, or it's an easy fix to do without having to rip your blanket apart. And I'll show you how to do that. So this is a twist, knit. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to knit here on purpose. It should be a twist, but I'm going to knit it to show you how to fix it. To the right and knit, twist to the right and knit, twist to the right, knit, twist to the right. End your pattern with your knit stitch. Pick up your drop stitch. Okay. And we're going to go back to the left now. So we're going to, again, twist every other stitch in the left direction. Okay. So we're going to start our pattern again with a knit, and we're twisting to the left. Knit, just simply pick up your yarn and twist to the left. Knit, twist to the left. Knit, twist to the left, knit, twist to the left. Hopefully I'll be able to find my mistake that I created easily. And I can show you how to fix it. Knit, twist to the left, knit, twist to the left, knit, twist to the left, knit, twist to the left. Knit, twist to the left, end your pattern on a knit, pick up your end stitch. Okay, so let's see if I can find my mistake. I think it's in here. It doesn't look right. So, I'm pretty sure it's in here. But you can see how the pattern is taking shape now. You can see your knits and your twists starting to form really, really nice. You'll have all your knit row and your twists. Okay. And I'm looking for my mistake. I'm sure it's in here. These are all knits. It is. So to fix your mistake, just undo the row to where your mistake is. I'm pretty sure this was it. Could not, no, maybe not. I can't remember where I think I twisted when I should have knitted. Let me continue on because it will present itself, I guarantee. I'll be able to find it. I have, like I said, over 50 eyes, so it takes, and I have floaters, and it might take me a minute to find my mistake. Unless maybe I didn't actually do it. Which is a possibility, but let's go on. Oh, Lord. You can start your pattern by knitting. Maybe I need more coffee. Twist, knit, twist. The important thing with all of this is to have fun. Don't get so stressed out that, you know, if you've made a mistake, it's yarn. It's not the end of the world. It's yarn. Just go back and fix your mistake, and if you have to rip the blanket out, which I've done on numerous occasions, especially with new stitches that I'm trying to learn, that hard cable blanket caused me a little grief. I ripped that out. I ripped that out more than once. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Just to have fun with it. I don't think I actually made the intended mistake I was thinking I was going to do, because I'm not finding it. But sometimes you have to go a little bit farther to see if you've made a mistake. But it's simple. Just start at the top of the row that you see your mistake in, and even if you've missed a stitch with a regular chain stitch blanket, if you turn it over and you'll see you have a loop hanging out, you've missed a stitch. Just turn the blanket over, find the row that your missed stitch is in, and just undo it to where you've missed your stitch, and just re-knit it. It's very simple. If you're finding that you've made your mistake in your twist row, like say in here there was a knit when there should have been a twist, which is what I thought I was trying to create, the mistake. You do the same thing, but you have to keep track of where you're twisting, so you're twisting back in the right direction. Okay, so you just undo your twist row and keep track of which direction you twisted in. So this first row should have gone to the right, so you're going to twist to the right. The second row should have gone to the left, so you twist to the left. Then you're going back to the right and twist to the right, and back to the left and twist to the left. And you've fixed your mistake. So, I know this mistake is in here somewhere. I just can't find it yet. Oh, that's bugging me. But anyway, let's move the camera back. So, the important thing is to just, it's a blanket. Have fun. I started this last October for my own mental health, believe it or not. I am a nurse. I've been a nurse since 1984. I worked many years in oncology or hospice, somewhere around there in those areas. And in 2016, I was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of breast cancer. So I had to stop working and focus on my health. I had 2 surgeries in 10 days, and had my port put in and did chemo and radiation and everything. Lost my hair, couldn't go back to work. I had a lot of other problems, and I ended up on disability. And I was still very young. I was, I think, 52. And I wasn't ready to just sit home on disability. I still had a lot in me and to do or to give. So I was a little fried from healthcare, so I did not go back to work as a nurse. And I started flipping houses. Yeah, I did. Learned how to flip houses. I did flipped 4. Got my real estate license and worked for a small company in my area. I was a $1 million producer in my first year. And then I got hit with rheumatoid arthritis really bad. Like, I couldn't get out of bed. Bad. Couldn't make it to the bathroom in time. Bad. And that was an extremely long journey. 13 different medications to try to get my rheumatoid arthritis under control. That's not a one-size-fits-all disease. It's really an individual thing because everyone's body's different. And of course, we deal with the insurance companies, and don't even get me started on that. So anyway, and then my husband got diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And he's doing remarkably well. He is on a cutting edge treatment now for that. He's doing amazing. This drug is a game changer as far as I'm concerned. It's called Kisunla. If you're out there and you're dealing with Alzheimer's and you want more information about that medication, message me privately. Like I said, I am a nurse. I have a lot of other information about that drug I can give you and a direction to go in. But anyway, I had to have something to do or I was going to go nuts. So I got some yarn and I sat and I made myself a blanket and I loved it. I'm like, wow. I loved what it did to my mental health. I just lost myself in it and I have not stopped. And it just ballooned into this thing that I never thought was going to happen. I'm teaching classes. I'm doing knit and sips. I have different items because I don't make just blankets. I make purses. I make pet beds. I make cat caves. I make all scarves and head wraps and all kinds of different things. I have an Etsy shop. I never anticipated it would go in the direction that it's going. And now I'm sitting here having coffee talking to you. So anyway, I hope you give this stuff a try. It's really so much fun and it's relaxing. And then you have this beautiful creation that you sat and made yourself. So anyway, thanks for sitting and having coffee with me and knitting. And I hope you give this a try and have a great weekend. God bless. Bye.